was like very little. It wasn't a big deal because I didn't know a lot. When I started getting older, it made me angry, dude. It made me angry.
Switch. You slippers, yeah. You elbow. Push me to the ropes. Back the line.
My name is Dorian Richard. I'm about to be 29 years old here in a couple of days. I'm getting up there. I'm working at 24 Hour Fitness right now. I've been there for about 3 years now. Kind of started off as like a janitor there, doing a club attendant is what they call it. Over about a year of time, you start doing more stuff, pretty much everything there. I've been the sales manager there for about a year and a half now. So that's like my main thing I got going on in life on top of all this wrestling and training. And the main stuff, the more important stuff, you know, that's my main deal. Literally, like from walking age on, it was always what I knew I wanted to do, but it was kind of like unattainable in my own mind, because a lot of the stuff that I watched about, you know, people getting into the business, it was like almost torturous for them to even get in to get their opportunity. And when they got in the ring, there was so many horror stories about guys like, you know, they let you in there and they fuck you up for a long time, to the point where they'll literally break limbs, they'll break your arm, they'll break your leg, just to see if you even come back. I always was like, can I even handle this? Can I do this? Can I handle this? Can I make this happen for myself? Really, one of the deciding factors for me, because it was just something I always knew. It was WrestleMania 25, where there was a guy named CM Punk. It's called a Money in the Bank match, where I was watching it on my cousin's iPod, her cell phone at my grandma's house. It's like a big ladder match, 8 guys, like really grueling stuff. And the winner of the match, he wins a briefcase, and he has an automatic title shot for like one of the world titles. And CM Punk wins the match. He brings down the briefcase, and he's just like looking at it. He's like, "Let's fucking go!" I remember that, like that being like an exact moment watching this. Like, I want that. I want that for me. I want to be in the ring. I want to be the person that the guy is watching on the couch, watching on the iPod. I want to be the guy that he sees like looking at the fucking briefcase. That was like a legitimate moment for me that I'll never forget, where it's like, wow, this is what I want. I want that for the rest of my life.
Give me another hell yeah! What we got next? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a hell of a night here at night 2 of the 10th annual Alpha 9 tournament, and we're not done. This next match is a no disqualification match. Another one? And it is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 355 pounds, standing 6 foot 10 inches tall, from Greeley, Colorado, Monster Zero, Dorian Richard.
crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy. Like the life that I lived as a child was very crazy. So a thing about me that I'd really like, I'd like people to describe me as like a really hardworking person. That's something that's important to me. It's been like instilled in me through my mother and father. They're like two of the hardest working people I know for sure. My pops, he was like ridiculously hardworking to the point where like if we, like say we didn't have a car or something at the time, he would like ride his bike to different towns, different cities to like go to work and get jobs and look for jobs and stuff like that. Some crazy stuff. And my mom, dude, she's like to this day one of the most ridiculously hardworking people I've ever freaking met, dude. Like her job, she works from like 2 to 11 every day, and she's not in the greatest health at all, Like these like ethics, these work ethics, it's something that growing up, it's just naturally instilled in you, even if it's not something that they're trying to like, oh, sit you down, you need to work hard, you need this. From a little early age, dude, it's like we're just doing bad shit, like 4 or 5 years old, we're going to the stores and we're stealing all the shit we could possibly steal. Like 5, 6 years old, me and my sister are stealing my mom's cigarettes, and we're going to the park next to our apartments, and we'd fucking take my mom's car and we would joyride around Platteville all fucking night, like probably like 10, 11, 12. We would kind of just like walk around town, and this is like 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and we would just go find shit to mess with, shit to do, and of course, like even from an early age, like we're doing drugs, we're drinking. We're living the way that kids shouldn't be living, you know what I mean, for sure. In Platteville, it's like a lot of agriculture, a lot of farming and stuff. Nowadays, probably since like 2015 or so, it's like oil and gas, fracking, that's the biggest deal for sure. But Platteville, it's like a lot of poor people, honestly, dude. Like especially the apartments that we lived in. We lived in the same apartment from 3 years old to 19 years old. This was my life for a long time, and that's why I had that freedom that I had. I did whatever I wanted to for a long time. I lived a crazy life for a little kid because nobody was there. Like nobody was there to give a fuck.
Tim, did we have fun? Those were some good old freaking days.
We had fun. I know it used to frustrate
Those were some good old days.
when I was wrestling in high school because I was like pretty skilled and I had a lot of technique, but I wasn't very aggressive. You know what I mean? Sometimes I would go out there and I would coast and I wouldn't be aggressive enough. It would frustrate the hell out of him.
We drove. I remember one time we drove. Sun glaring. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
I keep telling cars to come. I'm sitting in Bradford for 2 years. Come up here and been there ever since. Now we're leaving them all.
We're leaving them all. We out here.
Now we're leaving them all. It's like it's bare.
I'm gonna close this one. You want to lock it too? I will. I'll see you soon. Safe travel. You be back out. All right. All right.
Love you, son.
Love you too, Pop. Later.
He's been like there's no way to even sugarcoat it. He's been like a pretty hard alcoholic my entire life. You know what I mean? He drinks probably a pint or two of whiskey every single night, and it used to be worse when I was younger. So just like growing up, like he's not around. I can talk to him on the phone, but he's not around. My mom is like a bit of a lost cause at the time. I was like almost positive I'm getting taken away. I'm going to child care. And then my uncle, like Sean, his name is Sean. He's not really my uncle. The one who's married to my cousin, Sean, he's kind of the place where I would go for guidance. And down there, like I'm drinking, I'm smoking, I'm like watching porn and stuff. And this is at a very young age, I'm like single digits here. And it's like, I remember one time there was a girl there. I was probably like 8 years old, 9 years old. And he was just like, hey, show little D your tits. When I'm like, 3rd, 4th grade, it's like, whatever, this is how we live. When I'm starting to get older, 5th, 6th, 7th grade, it's like, you're making these decisions, We're not living like this for no fucking reason. It really did fucking like affect me when I was younger, going to my friends' houses and everything was so sweet, bro. Everything was so great. Their lives were like awesome, dude, And then me and my sister, we had like the shittiest life of all time, dude. Compared to some of the other people, like we had it good compared to some other people, but just like looking back on some of this shit, it's like, why do you choose to do this to us, And like at the time, you don't know that it's a choice, but when you get a little bit older, it's like, why the fuck would you choose to do this to us? And she's like more ashamed of it than I'll ever be, but yeah, it makes me angry, dude. It made me angry back then too. Probably like when I was a freshman is when I started like really getting in trouble. When I got a little bit older is when we started getting like, 17 is when we started getting like assault charges and like really like starting to go away for stuff, and it's like, oh fuck, this is not like a game anymore. Everybody goes to jail. Jail's part of life. I literally thought that when I was like a little bit younger. When I was at my like worst, it was just like, yeah, dude, jail's part of life. Everybody I know goes to jail. All my homies goes to jail. My pops has been to jail. Because literally every male figure in my life has been in jail many times, When I was 21, I had gotten a DUI up in Greeley. And then after I got that DUI, I got pulled over a couple of times driving without a license. When you're older, you got something to live for. I've got May, I've got wrestling. It's like I had so much going on, so much going for me. Being on TV multiple places, having to explain to them like, hey, you guys got to write me off the TV because I'm going away for 3 months, Try explaining that to somebody who's like invested time into you, invested time and invested like their belief into you and their company, and it's just like, hey, I'm going to jail. The last time I was locked up, it was in 2020, and it was March of 2020, and it was a hard time, dude, because like it was fucking crazy because it was COVID had just hit, dude. So that was like the hardest time I've ever had to do. And that was like the deciding factor. It was like, I don't even know if I can make it through this shit again. And what made me even like kind of get past that mental point of mine where like, maybe I can do this, maybe I can handle this, was one of my really good friends from school. I'd known him, I met him when I was in the 5th grade and he was in the 6th grade. And we had grown up together playing football, wrestling, playing every sport together. And he broke into wrestling before I did. Like when I said the first show that I went to go watch, it was to watch him. It was like my friend was the biggest rock star in the world just because he was like a local wrestler here in Denver, like watching it happen like in front of me. Like this is what I'm meant to be doing. Like this is my life's work. You know what I mean? It's here, it's attainable. If he's doing it, why the fuck can I not do it?
In the final match of the Alpha 9 tournament. Oh boy. Doing press-ups. Yeah. Military presses.
My name is the Enforcer, Marlon Bishop. I am a professional wrestler.
All right, so tell me, how did you meet Dorian?
Man, awesome story, actually. He and I trained at the same place. This was about, almost 9 years ago now. Working with him was always so smooth. He is not only a technician in the ring, he is a student of the game. So he watches film, he deciphers things differently. His perspective is so unique that when he expresses it to you, you clearly understand it, because that's just not only the type of guy he is, that's the type of worker he is too.
All right, my name's Mike. I go by Papa Lipto. I've known Dorian, Big Filt Dog, for 8 years now. When we were in there together wrestling against each other, I felt like we're in the moment. And now I try to carry that all my other matches. And when we're tag teaming, we're just on the same page and stuff. And he walked me through it, because he'd probably been doing this probably 2 years longer than me, but we had the same mind for it. I think that's why we get along so well. We think of wrestling the same way. We have the same favorites, all the moments of the past. I feel like we're the same age, because, I won't give too much, but I got some years on him, and it's crazy the stuff he knows. He knows stuff older than me.
I wasn't always humble, but seeing him, seeing how he works, his effort, his tenacity, makes you want to just be close to him, just because of that aspect of his life. So I have learned that from him, to be more selfless, not just in wrestling, but in life, period. If he says that you are his friend, you are really his friend. He means it. He carries it out. He lives it.
Dorian is one of the most motivated people I know, and I really admire that about him. I think all of us try to be on our best behavior, and we kind of have maybe this other part of us in the back of our minds, and wrestlers can kind of bring that to the forefront and play that role of the bad guy, because Dorian is the nice guy in everyday life and so sweet and so nice and charismatic to everyone, that this is like his one moment that he can like just rage out and like get his like aggression and like energy out. And I think that's a lot for people playing a different role. Like we all kind of have that sinister side to us, and I think it's kind of tapping into that, maybe a side that you don't normally have in everyday life, but it's still a part of you.
I want to be just comfortable, man. Like, ever like, oh, like lights, like fame and fortune. I don't need all that. I just want to be comfortable. And I want to be comfortable off of pro wrestling. I want to make my living off of this, you know. I don't want to have to work at the gym anymore. I don't want to have to work these 9-to-5 jobs that are like a little bit draining. They're like soul draining to me, you know. I want to be able to make my full-time living in the ring, as opposed to being out here just doing nothing with my life, you know, because there's a lot of my fucking friends who aren't here no more, and there's a lot of my friends who are here and they're not doing nothing, bro. They're doing the same shit we were doing when we were teenagers, you know what I'm saying? And that's not what I want for my life. That's not what I wanted back then.
Everybody's silent, just looking away from you.
I know it gets hard, man. I know, like, some of this stuff that we gotta deal with every single day. Some of this crazy shit that we're going through right now. It all happens for a reason, man.
Wasn't it
a born fighter.
or was it really fated? Oh,
I don't want to fight no more. I'm tired.
I cannot see the things that you fear. They'll think you are lost.
But it's worth it. It's all worth it.
It's easy to give up.